Hello friends, welcome back to Jiku Diaries YouTube channel. Well, the modern tennis owe it a lot to the trio of Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. Among the three, first it was Roger Federer who announced his retirement, and yesterday it was the Spanish King of Clay, Rafael Nadal, who said that Davis Cup in November will be his farewell tournament. The King of Clay, who ruled especially the French Open in Roland Garros, will play for one final time in competitive tennis. I was privileged to watch Rafael Nadal play his last Olympics game in Roland Garros against Novak Djokovic. July end 2024, Paris Olympic Games, second round men's singles match saw the last of Djokovic versus Nadal. In the post match, I had the opportunity to ask each of them, Nadal and Djokovic, if we had seen the last of Djokovic versus Nadal. While both of them hoped that they were not sure of the draw, Djokovic gave some more insights into why, for the good of tennis, he hoped at least they get to play 2 or 3 more matches in the future. That is not going to happen. This is what they had to say when I asked them in the post match at the mixed zone. And what follows later is the entire press interaction between the two at the mixed zone, in which other journalists also had a chance to ask Djokovic and Nadal a question each. So let us listen to them, and the tennis will definitely miss Nadal, and especially the way he dominated the clay court, Roland Garros in particular. Thank you.
And that's it.
Rafael, I'm not going to ask you. Rafael, I'm not going to ask you if you have played your last match, but have you seen the last match of Rafa versus Novak?
If I can't tell you if it's the last match, how I can predict what's the draws going to be on the future? You asked me the same question, a little bit height.
Rafa, Novak 31-29. Novak versus Nadal. Do we see, or do you feel that it will stop at 60? And secondly, do you think you're the link between your generation and the next generation?
Which next generation are you talking about? Because there was few that we experienced.
Alcaraz and
That's
the
next. There was a few generations that we,
right, yeah.
I think, welcomed and followed and so forth and played with. I mean, look, it's normal that you have always new players coming up. Alcaraz, Sinner, obviously are the leaders right now, and they are, the two best players in the world with. With a reason. They play some great tennis. I mean, I'm still trying to keep up. I think I've done well in the previous years. This year, kind of up and down. I haven't played at my level, but after the surgery of the knee, I was very pleased to reach the finals of Wimbledon, and the way I'm playing here is great. But you never know what can happen. Let's see for the rest of the tournament. And whether this is the last match with me and Rafa, I don't know. I mean, it depends on different factors, and I cannot speak on his behalf and what he's going to play. But I hope we're going to play more, because every match is like a present, really, to us and to the sport itself.
Rafa, usually you and Novak, you're evenly matched. What was the difference today, do you think?
Everything. I was not able to put him in difficult positions. I was not able to have enough quality of enough quality shots, enough quality of movements. So he was playing almost all the time from comfortable positions, and he played quite well. No? So playing against Novak without creating damage to him and without having the legs of 20 years ago is almost impossible. No? So I need to have a much better quality ball to create damage on him and to create him problems. And I was not able to make that happen today, and he played much better than me. He was much better than me since the beginning till the end. I had some reaction at some point, but was, of course, not enough, and just congratulate him.
How much does it mean to you to have the support that you had today?
Say again?
How much does it mean to you to have the support in the crowd that you had today?
I always feel like playing at home when I play here. No? It's so special for me. I enjoy that fact, and they give me the energy at the moment that things start to change a little bit. So I can't thank enough all the people here. Made me feel so special, and for me it's amazing to have the feeling that I feel very well supported and loved at the most important place of my career.
As you
when
walked
you-
off the court,
We're coming here,
did you
we're
thought
coming
you
here.
know this could be the last time as a singles player on that court?
Every day, yeah? Every day. You want me to retire every day, guys. You ask me for that every single day, you know. Hey, I am trying to do my best every single day, you know. I cannot be, I answer, but I cannot live every single day with the feeling that it's going to be or not going to be my last match, guys. I come here, I try my best, I play. And when I decide to stop playing, or when I decide to keep going, I will let you know. I don't know. I just try my best every single day, trying to enjoy a thing that I have been enjoying for so much time. I have been suffering a lot of injuries the last 2 years. So if I feel that I am not competitive enough to keep going, or physically I'm not enough ready to keep going, I will stop and I will let you know. No? But I mean, I don't think every day about if I am retiring or not. So.
Thank you. Bine venit.
Thank you, guys.
Contact you.
Rafa?
The Olympic Games, you enjoying your time there, and like, are you glad you stayed there? And are there any athletes you've been glad you get?
Yeah, no, I think to live the full experience, you need to be in the village. No, that's true. No, of course, for us it's a little bit more comfortable, and we are used to stay in hotels or houses with the things probably more comfortable than how the things are in the villa. But I mean, when you are in the Olympics, I think playing Olympic Games without being in the village is like playing another event. You know? So it's only once every 4 years, and for me personally, it don't make sense to stay in the hotel. We stay in the hotel every single week.
Rafa, what about the climate? It was different from what we have been here the whole week, no? It
What?
was raining before. It was raining. Now it's super hot, super sunny. What about it?
No, in theory, that's better for my game. No? Even if today I was not able to show that that was positive for my game. No? That's the truth. Just accept that I am not ready to play at this high level, and congratulate the opponent because he really was, and that's it.
Rafael, I'm not going to ask you. Rafael, I'm not going to ask you if you have played your last match, but have you seen the last match of Rafa versus Novak?
If I can't tell you if it's the last match, how I can predict what's the draws going to be on the future? You know, you asked me the same question, a little bit height. You know.
Rafa, I know you might still be playing, you have doubles, but what will you ultimately miss most about playing here when you walk away?
Say again. I didn't-
What will you most miss about playing here when you ultimately do walk away, whenever that might be?
I mean, that's part of life. Everything has a beginning, everything has an end, and when I mean, I will miss playing tennis at the competitive stages, as probably all the professionals that have been playing tennis for almost all their lives, and they really like what they do. You know? I'm a player that I like what I do, and of course I'm gonna miss the adrenaline of playing. But you know, guys, I cannot complain. I have been playing in all these course for 20 years, fighting for the most important things. I achieved much more than what I ever dreamed. If that's the last match here, or when going to be the last match here, I gonna accept in peace. No, I give my best. I can't complain anymore.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, 2 questions here, agencies.
Yeah.
I know that.
Hello.
You've played Rafa since the 60th time. How did it feel to? How did this compare to the rest
You
of the
said
times?
60th time
Is this the 60th?
because it sounded something different.
Yeah. How does this one compare to the rest of the times you played him here at the Olympics and at Roland Garros?
Well, I would say that if I have to compare playing him on Roland Garros and at the Roland Garros side, but at part of the Olympic Games, I'd probably say there's even more tension playing him at Olympic Games, just because there is that element of representing your country and being part of the Olympic Games, which is so rare. Happens every 4 years. So, you could feel the tension coming into the match, but also incredible hype, incredible atmosphere on the court. But also the last several days, there's a lot of interest for this match. I think people wanted to see it live. People wanted to see it on the TV as well. I was just very proud to be part of this match, and of course I, wanted to do my job on the court and really execute the game plan as much as I possibly can, and don't give him time, because if you give him time, he can hurt you. We know that. I've experienced that in the past. So almost a perfect match till 6-1 for love. Then things got complicated. I started to hesitate a little bit on my shots. He stepped in, the crowd got involved, and 4-all. It was really anybody's set, anybody's game. Just very glad to overcome this incredible challenge that it always is, playing Rafa in straight sets, and with the way I felt, with the way I moved, and with the way I was hitting the ball, I really feel great confidence about my game here.
Do you think this might have been the last matchup between the two of you, and how would you sum up the rivalry over all these years?
Of course, it can be, but we don't know that. It really depends on many different factors. I mean, it depends on whether both of us will keep going, or whether we're going to participate in the same tournaments or not. I think we both want to play in the Grand Slams and the biggest tournaments. I don't know. We'll probably be very selective. I mean, I can speak on my behalf. I'll be very selective with the tournaments I play. I just hope, for the sake of, I think, our rivalry and the sport in general, that we'll get to face each other once or maybe a few times on different surfaces in different parts of the world, because I feel like it can only benefit the sport. But as I said, I don't know how he feels in his body, what his plans are. Let's hope we can play some more.
What has meant the most to you about this friendship with Rafa, this competition with Rafa, all these years?
Well, I think there was no other rivalry in the history of tennis had 60 matches between the two players. So I think that itself makes it very, very unique and very special. Epic battles in different parts of the world. We played pretty much in any big tournament you can think of. We played the longest Grand Slam finals in history, almost 6 hours in 2012 Australian Open. So we have many different things, and of course the contrast of styles as well. Very physical battles always. The baseline rallies, we're maybe not a natural serve volleyers, so we base our games on the baseline, and particularly on clay, you don't want to run with Rafa for hours, but you have to be ready for that. And part of the, of course, game plan today was try to make him uncomfortable, be aggressive, and move him around. And I know that he didn't have many competitive matches coming into Olympics this year, which of course is a disadvantage for him, because you need to have the matches in order to have the confidence and movement and the shot making or decision making on the court. It makes a difference on the highest level. I wish him the best. I think he's obviously one of the most important figures in our sport, in sport in general. The more he plays, I think the more tennis wins.
Do you think that going forward the heat will be a problem?
In which way?
Very hot.
Weather.
Weather.
Sorry, I thought it was he could be. I heard he. Heat, you said. Okay. Well, I mean, let's see. I mean, I saw tomorrow it's going to be 35 or 36. I don't think I'm playing a match tomorrow, so that's good. But it was pretty hot on the court today, I must say. First few days was raining, so I don't know. I mean, Paris, the weather is quite unpredictable. Are you French? Yeah, so you know better than me, but let's see. I don't know. I have to be, obviously, I was training at really some almost extreme heat conditions coming into Paris for 4 or 5 days. So I was getting myself acclimatized possibly for different scenarios, and I'm glad the way I felt actually today on the court. We had some exchanges, some long rallies, but you know, my body and physically I was holding up well.
Is it a brotherhood with you and Rafa, or is that overstating?
Nah, I think there's no brotherhood really. I mean, it's more rivalry, you know, colleagues, respecting each other, appreciating each other's careers and what we have achieved and brought to the sport. You know, it's tough to be close, honestly. You know, it's greatest rivals, and you know, you don't want to maybe give insights to your life or the way you feel and stuff, because that can, you know, maybe expose you and stuff. I guess that's one of the reasons why maybe we didn't connect so close, and I don't think at that level you can really connect so close to anybody. Really. But you know, who knows when the career ends for both of us. You know, it's a long life, hopefully, for both of us, and both family people, and hopefully we can, you know, address the different side of the relationship and reflect on things that we went together, that we lived together, the special moments in a different way. Thank you.
31-29. Novak versus Nadal. Do we see, or do you fear that it will stop at 60? And secondly, do you think you're the link between your generation and the next generation?
Which next generation are you talking about? Because there was few that we experienced.
Alcaraz
That's
the
next. There was a few generations that we,
right, yeah.
I think, welcomed and followed and so forth and played with. I mean, look, you know, it's normal that you have always new players coming up. Alcaraz, Sinner, obviously, are the leaders right now, and they are, you know, the two best players in the world with. You know, with a reason. They play some great tennis. I mean, I'm still trying to keep up. You know, I think I've done well in the previous years. This year, kind of up and down. I haven't played at my level, but you know, after the surgery of the knee, you know, I was very pleased to reach the finals of Wimbledon, and the way I'm playing here is great. But you know, you never know what can happen. Let's see for the rest of the tournament. And whether this is the last match with me and Rafa, I don't know. I mean, it depends on different factors, and I cannot speak on his behalf and what he's going to play. But I hope we're going to play more, because every match is like a present, really, to us and to the sport itself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which lesson have you gotten from this match?
Well, there is few, but obviously that even if you're up 6-1 for love, it's not finished. So you still have to. I will have to. You know, I actually talked with my team right after the match, and we all agreed that there was a couple moments where I maybe shouldn't have behaved or thought that it's finished in a way. You know, where I maybe relaxed a bit too much, and then I allowed him to come back. So I'll try to not do the same mistake in the next matches.
Novak, what do you think about the atmosphere at the stadium?
Yeah, phenomenal. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, the whole, as I said, the whole Olympics were buzzing about this match. So I think the atmosphere delivered.
Novak, how does it feel to see Andy retiring? He had nice post about your relationship.
Yeah, it's amazing what he's been doing. Actually, last night I saw the doubles comeback. It's incredible. I saw him today. This morning I congratulated him and wished him all the best. And yeah, I mean, he's inspirational, honestly, with everything he has been through. His injuries, artificial hip. He couldn't play singles in Wimbledon. It's unfortunate for him. I know how much it meant to him, but he's still out there. He's a warrior. one of the biggest ones that we ever had in our sport.
Only you have a lot of greetings from Greece, big friends from you.
Thank you very much.